The UpSpin. Simple steps to walk away from anxiety and depression.
I am not a medical doctor. The techniques and procedures described in this podcast are not intended to replace professional medical advice or doctor-prescribed medications. If there's any time that you feel that you're alone and you want to hurt yourself, please call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 1-800-273-8255. You're not alone. Hi everybody, welcome to the UpSpin. Today's episode is all about mindful meditation. So let's dive right in. Let's take a few minutes to discuss this. I'm sure that those two words put together in a sentence probably make some of you feel a little skeptical, maybe uneasy. I understand that. There's kind of a stereotype about meditation that, you have to burn incense and you have to wear a robe or something and sit cross-legged with your hands in a funny position and go om, and all of that stuff. That's not true. Meditation, mindful meditation, it only takes maybe 5 minutes a day. It's a practice. It's something that you have to do often to reap any benefits from it. But the thing is, if you do this, you will benefit from it. I guarantee it. You will benefit. So before we go any further, I want to define some terms here. Mindfulness is the psychological process of purposely bringing one's attentions to experiences occurring in the present moment. Like happening right now without any judgment. And you can develop this through the practice of meditation. Meditation is a practice where an individual uses a technique such as mindfulness of focusing the mind on a particular object, thought, or activity. And this is to train your attention and awareness and achieve a mentally clear, an emotionally calm, and stable state of being. Now, these definitions, I've pulled these pretty much from Wikipedia just because somebody has worded them out very nicely. But, if you need to rewind and listen to those again, that's what we're talking about here. So basically, the technique of mindful meditation, they kind of always go hand in hand. I can't I can't imagine meditating without some level of mindfulness going on. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to kind of walk you through how you can do this. Step 1, cut a hole in the box. Oops, sorry, that was something completely different. Sorry. Step 1, let's turn off all your TV, turn off your radio, maybe close your curtains and put on some dim lighting. Just kind of make it a nice, quiet, calm area. If you don't have any other kind of timer, you may want to use your phone as a timer, but just turn the ringer off of it. So it's, so if somebody tries to call, it's not going to disturb you. And, set the timer for about 5 minutes. So what you're going to do, you're basically just going to sit down. I try to sit upright in a comfortable chair or, on the sofa or something like that. Don't lie down because you might fall asleep. But, sit upright, sit with good posture. It could be on the floor as well, I suppose, as long as you're comfortable. You want to be comfortable when you do this. Okay, so next you're going to close your eyes and you're going to breathe. If you can breathe, you can do this. So I want you to just breathe in through your nose. Don't take a huge breath. Don't try to just take a natural, fill your lungs kind of breath with your nose. Hold it for a couple seconds and then exhale through your mouth. Sorry, didn't mean to blow on the microphone like that. Now, that's pretty much all you're going to be doing physically. Now, mentally in your mind, to try to calm yourself or to kind of kill the noise, concentrate on the act of breathing, on the air going into your nostrils when you inhale, And that feeling of it going into your lungs, feel the air go into your lungs, hold it there for a little bit, and then when you exhale, you feel the temperature of the air coming out of your mouth. Just feel that. Just concentrate on that one sensation of the air going into your nose, into your lungs, and then exhaling back out. And then do that again. And if you feel that you start drifting off and thinking about something else, just remind yourself, just focus on your breathing and make it a natural breathing. Don't hyperventilate, or don't be trying to hold your breath for anything like that. This is supposed to be a very relaxing thing, and basically all you're doing is just you are feeling the air entering your lungs and then leaving. While this doesn't sound like a whole lot, when you start practicing this, you can move on to other parts of your body. You don't necessarily have to concentrate on your breathing after a while. Maybe, you can concentrate on maybe how, if you're sitting with your hand, like I am, I'm sitting with my hands on my tops of my legs right now. I can just kind of experience what my hands feel like on my legs. It's like I'm almost stepping out of my body and observing these feelings and sensations as a third person of what's going on in my body. That's kind of what you want to do. You want to kind of step out of your own ego and your own being and observe yourself and be mindful of your sensations and your surroundings as kind of a third person observer. You don't want to think about tomorrow. You don't want to think about yesterday. You don't want to think about 5 minutes from now. You want to just what's happening right now. The immediate present moment, be in that present moment. And when you do this, you really learn to calm your mind. If you're not thinking about yesterday and years ago, it's going to lessen your depression. If you're not thinking about what's going to happen in the next 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half hour, day, whatever, it's going to lower your anxiety. That's the whole point of this. This isn't the magic bullet. It's not like you're going to meditate once or twice and then you're going to be cured. No, this is an ongoing thing. But the thing is, when you learn to meditate and you're able to get into that relaxed, calm, and present mindful state, you start to learn to know what the triggers feel like when they're coming on a lot earlier than you might normally feel an anxiety attack or a depressive funk coming on. You can kind of feel that in your body, and you can use mindfulness to help combat that. Just by centering yourself, realizing that this is a chemical thing that is going on in me. You can separate yourself from those feelings, and trust me, it helps to reduce them. One of the other techniques for meditation that I've started using is when I'm at the gym. So you can kind of use this if you're just doing a treadmill or doing yoga or stretching or something like that. Maybe you're lifting some dumbbells. Focus on the weight and what it's doing to your muscle, and kind of just visualize that as you're curling the dumbbells or something. Or maybe when you're stretching, you're doing yoga and you're in a stretch. But, just kind of focus on those parts of the body that are being stretched. And just kind of visualize that in your head. And, if you start getting distracted, think of just kind of refocus on those areas. It's, whether it's breathing or focusing on a body part, it has to be some kind of mindfully focusing on something. One technique I've even heard of is where you will mindfully, eat a raisin, where you put it in your mouth and you just really slowly chew it, and you think about everything about what you're tasting, the texture, what it's, all of that stuff. And that particular technique has been used to, help people with like eating disorders and stuff. So I know this kind of technique works in a lot of different ways. We're obviously going to be using it to help you connect to yourself and get a hold of your depression and anxiety and hopefully shake it out of your system. So anyhow, I'm going to be probably touching more on this in future podcasts. I think I've jabbered enough in your ear for one day, so, or at least for one episode. At any rate, don't forget to subscribe and to like and give me a good review. You know, that actually really helps me out on this podcast. I want to continue doing this and help as many of you escape your depression and your anxiety and go on to live a life that is vital and full of joy and love and all of that good stuff that everybody talks about, but so few of us ever really get to reach. So have a good day, and we'll talk again. See ya.